We are back with Theme Hospital, one of my favorite games of all time. Um, I was playing Two Point Hospital, and I still will probably go back to that. I just like right now it's been kind of a long week, and I just kind of want to chill out. And Theme Hospital is that was a can cracking that you heard. Theme Hospital is a game that I can really chill out with and actually talk about, as opposed to Two Point Hospital, which I actually have to kind of concentrate on and can't really make any good commentary on. So I'm going to confirm that I am streaming correctly because I'm still new to this whole thing. So it looks like I am. So I am going to play some of their games there. Yeah. So let's do this thing. Boop, 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 doop. Alright. Theme Hospital time. Sorry. Like I said, I'm new to the whole thing, so... Alright. Let's do this thing. I'm going to continue my previous game, which was on hard mode, which I think I'm actually going to go back to normal mode, normal difficulty mode. Not because, like, I don't think that I can do it, but because it's kind of boring. Let's see. Yeah. I don't think you can actually change the... Yeah, you can't change the difficulty once you've started a game, which is kind of a drag. I would have to start over if I wanted to change to a different difficulty. So I think that I will go ahead and just continue with the difficulty I'm at, which is consultant mode, aka hard mode. And I'm actually going to put the volume down on here, and I'm going to crank the volume up a little bit. Oh no, it's still pretty... There we go. That way you guys can hear me, and I can hear myself. Pardon me, sorry. Okay, let's do this thing. We're back, we're doing this thing. First thing we are going to do is install ourselves a reception desk. Get this party started. Who have I got? Ugh, boy, she must have been just the only choice at the time. You'll notice everybody is going around super slow. It's because I have the game at super slow because it's the very beginning of the level and I want to spend some time building some stuff before I really kind of do my grand opening, my big hospital opening thing. So, let's do a JP's office. Give them a little bit of extra room. Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec. Yeah, okay, they've got to have more than room than that. Okay. Give them a couple windows. Give them a plant, make them feel good about themselves. Put a bin in there, so cut down on litter. I think I'm on like the 3rd level now, so people actually... Things start getting a little bit harder. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so I've got 4 doctors. This guy seems pretty good. I'm going to put him as my GP. I want somebody who's really skilled in that position so that they can really crank through patients. And my next step is a pharmacy. Yeah, so we got two spaces in between the door there. That's good. Put some benches so people aren't freaking out about stuff. And I think, yeah, that's where my radiator is.
Please do not litter the hospital.
Please do not litter the hospital. That's very important to remember. I think I'm actually going to post my thing to this game group that I'm in right now. So sorry, I know that this is taking away from the game. Okay, let's actually play this game. Okay. Alright, so I've got a GP in the GP's office, and I've got one nurse. That should be enough for now. I'm going to go ahead and open my hospital because I've got the kind of super basic needs. I've got one diagnosis office and one treatment office, which is the GP's office and the pharmacy. So I'm good for now. Let's do some more diagnosis. Diagnosis. Oop. General diagnosis takes up a lot of space.
No loitering.
As if anyone would want to loiter in the hospital. No one wants to spend more time here than they absolutely have to. Alright. Sorry everyone, you'll be subject to my awful British accent. Because I'm playing a British game. Lovely. Splendid. Okay, got ourselves some of that. So I just hired like a bunch of people at the beginning because I figured that I can just like train them to be better later in the game. Okay. There we go. Part of my favorite part of the game, honestly, is figuring out like what the best configuration of like rooms is. You know, how to achieve that real feng shui. Let's see, because they like go out of their way to give you kind of weirdly shaped buildings to build your hospital in. At least it feels like that to me. All right, it's probably cold in my hospital, so I'm gonna crank the heat up. There we go. This is my cat and co-star of the stream. His name is Max. Max, say hi. He doesn't actually want to say hi. He hates me holding him, but he really wants attention, so... Bye. Okay.
Patients must have their checkbooks ready.
Let's see. What do I want? I'll put some toilets so that people have a place to go. That seems pretty good. Sure, I'll put some windows in the bathroom, why not? I'm sure that's completely legal. I don't know what it is about the fire extinguishers, but they are always like really difficult to reposition once you position them somewhere. Fucking ridiculous. Okay. Go, got a nice big bathroom. I'm sure folks will be lining up. Let's do a radiator right here. People won't get cold. And I will also put a drinks machine out. That way people can get thirsty and then use the bathroom. Well, you get thirsty, buy some drinks, use the bathroom, get thirsty, buy some drinks, use the bathroom. It'll be great, I promise. Let's do some psychiatric. I have literally heard these songs like so many fucking times. Just ridiculous. This nice comforting skeleton right next to the psychiatrist's couch. I'm sure that will be excellent. Little memento mori, never hurt anybody. Oh shit, I need to fucking speed the thing up. Jesus. February, we got some new doctors to hire. Ooh, that guy's good. Get him. She's goodish. Okay, who can we fire? This person's awful. That's goodish. Okay. Probably, I don't know. Let's do one more space here. Yeah, it seems reasonable. We'll put the staff room on the other side in this spot here. Okay. That feels pretty good. Where did my other nurse go? Didn't I have a nurse? Oh shit, it's already fucking March. Jesus. How the time flies. Oh wow, this guy's really good. You're in a thing. There you are. Okay. So basically what I'll do is I'll just keep looking until I've got like an absolutely perfect receptionist and keep replacing them as I hire. Because we strive for excellence here at whatever hospital it is that I'm running. Okay. That guy's really good. I'm gonna give this guy the boot. You have too many doctors. Yeah, no shit, dude. Alright.
Doctor required in general diagnosis.
Should I set up a training room this
Doctor
early?
required in GP's
Probably
office.
not. Yeah, staff room, alright. Already got a sofa, to a pool table. So let's see. Yeah, the place is pretty warm. Oops. Actually, we'll keep this one. There we go. Oh no! Kidney beans! Yeah, I can't. I am not gonna fucking build a surgery, an operating theater this early. That's fucking ridiculous. Those guys can just deal with it. Okay. Oh, bloaty head. Well, I can do that. Let's slow down, and I will build an inflation chamber. Let's get this patient to wait in the hospital for a while, and I will build a little clinic. Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about, feng shui. Like, it's pretty difficult to really maximize space.
No littering. Doctor required an inflator room.
Oh, for crap's sake. Doo-doo-doo. I will put 2 fire extinguishers in here because this thing is a fire trap. Just go with that. Ta-da-da. Okay. Alright. Nope. Oof, I have like no fucking money. Nope. Made with the Yakima Valley hops. Part of the problem is I have a whole shitload of doctors and like nothing to do with them because I hired a whole bunch at the beginning of the game. And I just have to keep paying them until they're useful. And they're not going to be useful for a while. What do we got? She's pretty good, but she's better. Boot.
Patient message. Credit cards required.
Okay, so here's the deal. So what my plan is I'm going to build a training room, get this guy in the training room, get him trained by my super best doctor, bring him up to consultant level, which is like the most capable doctor level, and then I'm going to turn around and have him be my training guy, my teacher, and train all future doctors. So I bring in like the really unskilled doctors, put them in training for like fucking years. This guy trains them up. They get all the extra skills. They get surgeon, psychiatrist, and researcher, and then just populate my entire hospital with those guys who I brought up and taught. But I don't have the space for that right now. This poor bastard. He's like wasting away in the fucking in the inflation clinic. He's probably wondering to himself like, what did I get myself into? Everybody's still pretty happy though, which is good. Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry about that. Man, I need some people coming to a hospital. Probably what I should do is just fire a couple dudes, because they're just costing me money, you know? Especially these guys with no extra skills.
Patients are here at their own risk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get down to your bank balance is dreadfully low. Ooh, this guy's real good. I'm gonna get him, and then I'm gonna give this guy the boot. That is good. Okay. Yeah, not a lot of real good nurses happening right now. Probably what I'm going to have to do is just borrow some money and build a training room so that I can build an operating theater, which enables me to cure a whole lot more diseases. Yeah, I should probably just do that, like, now. Okay, oop. What do we got? Oh. The squids! Yes, I am ready to handle this emergency. Alright, come on everybody. Get in here.
Staff announcement. Patients with the squids are on the way.
Alright. Yeah, see, I wish I had... she's pretty good. We got 2 nurses who are pretty good, so I'll just keep hiring until I find the right Yes, nobody's great. Nobody's supreme. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a sec. In the sack. Oops.
Nurse required in pharmacy.
There we go.
Nurse required in ward.
I've got the squits.
VIP is currently visiting.
TV personalities. Yeah, just one of the only real drags about this game is, like, you're discovering every disease, like, over and over every level. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better for folks. It is for me, because pretty loud coming through the headset. Standing by water coolers. Alright. So that's good. We cured a bunch of people, which gives us some liquid cash and also raises our reputation in the community. Oh my god, give me... Oh, hey. That's a good one. Okay, you are my new star nurse. Okay, what are we doing here? Who's the worst? You're pretty not good. There we go. How are my guys? How are you guys? Send him home. Cool. Hey, I got a bonus because I cured everybody. Good job, me. Oh, this is kind of cool. This guy's got transparency. Comes from licking the foil pots off of, or the foil lids off of yogurt pots. Or yogurt pots, if you're British. Okay. Alright, so I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm gonna borrow a bunch of money so that I can... I'm going to buy this place. I'm going to set up a training department. Facilities. Oh, I also need to set up a research department too, but we will do that in a little bit because I just don't feel like that right now. Okay. Okay. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. A skeleton. Okay, training room. Your juniors and doctors can gain valuable extra qualifications by studying in this room. A consultant with surgery, research, or psychiatric skills will pass these on to any doctors being trained. Doctors who already have these skills will find their ability to use them increases whilst here. The training room requires a consultant. Groovy. What is this? Why are you here? Why are you here and not in the ward where you're supposed to be, lady? God, you're killing me. Okay, so now that I have built a training room,
Please do not
what
enter
I
the
want to
hospital.
do is start training some people, which seems obvious, of course. This might be my new receptionist. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're out the door. Boot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire a crap doctor. See, okay, so here's the deal. Like, if I hire this guy, like, this guy's really cheap. So, like, I can train him up and still pay him pretty lowly, which is good for my financial outlook. But he takes forever to train up. Oh, and I still need to... let's see. Okay, so this guy is a consultant. He is my...
Doctor required.
Yay, I got 2,000 bucks. He is my trainer guy. And now I need to replace him. This guy seems pretty capable. So, that's good. Now I need to find somebody to train. Alright. So, I'm going to put him in here because he is a doctor. He's... we've got him in between the abacus and the computer. He's like a doctor. Oh, here we go. He's not a junior. He's a doctor. He's not a consultant. So he is going to sit down and get trained. And this guy, who is a consultant, who's extremely capable, is going to teach him for a while. And it's going to tell me, like, when... basically, he's just going to sit here and do his thing until such a time as he reaches consultant. And when he reaches consultant, he's learned everything he needs to learn, he leaves the room. And he goes off and he works, which is great. But in this case, I will turn around and have him be my new trainer guy. And since I have only one student in this room, the actual training is going to go quicker than it would be if there were multiple people, which is good. Alright, I'm going to take off some of my loan here. Oh, let's see. Oops, that's not what I want. So, what do we got? Unfortunately, the increase of ability does not happen quick enough that I can, like, really watch it, but... 2, 3, 4... Oh, hey! Okay, so... Here's the guy who's really capable, and he's a researcher, so I'm going to go ahead and hire him, and I'm going to build him a research department. And since I'm on like the 4th level, 3rd level maybe, I'm going to build him a research department that is big enough to fit him and another dude, because if you hire more than one person, they will do more research. God, come on. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good. Yeah, that's warm enough. Okay, and then I'm gonna put another radiator in the hall. Alright, you're my new researcher, buddy. Get to fucking work. I actually want to do... Yeah, I'll just put them both at 50. That seems fine. Okay. Oh man, you... Oh, Christ, he's already tired. This is kind of a sucky thing. Like, if you... Doctors get tired at about the same rate when they're being trained and when they are training. So, like, if they start at different levels of tiredness, they will just, like... You know, one person will leave the room, which means that, you know, the other person is not learning or training, so that's always a drag. Ooh, that guy's good. I'll hire him and replace one of my other janitors who's not as good. The boot. I've already checked that. Alright. Fractured bones. Cause falling off high things onto concrete. Symptoms: loud crack and inability to use afflicted limbs. Cure: the cast is set, then removed using a laser-driven removing machine. Unfortunately, what that is a piece of curing equipment that I have not researched yet, so I cannot cure this guy, so I'm going to go ahead and send him home. It's always better to send him home. You don't want to send him to the research departments because they will put them into the automatic autopsy machine when they are still alive, which means you have an instant death, and you don't want the death on your conscience or your reputation. Each level has its own kind of, like, unique disease to cure. So you kind of get, like, a new affliction every level. Alright, I'm going to put this guy in the staff room so that he and the consultant who are teaching him can be at about the same tiredness level once they get back. Ooh, that guy's real good. Okay. Alright. Boot.
Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor.
Okay. Sleeping illness. That is a pharmacy cure. Oh, 88% effective. Yeah, that's good enough. I'll go ahead and do that. You've got slack tongue. Okay, so I could build a slack tongue clinic. Do I want to? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, so do I have the space for a slack tongue clinic? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough space in that hallway. Cripes. What I need to do is kind of like rearrange my hospital and stuff. But I do not have the money to do that right now. I could build a clinic in this area right here, and that could be fine. But I've only got like this one guy. That's 2. I don't know. Do I really want to fucking build a clinic for this guy? Just for this one guy is the thing. Yeah, I guess. I can always put it somewhere else later. You assholes and your specific diseases. Okay, what do we got there? Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, so... I can't afford more than one bench. Alright. Okay. She's not too tired, that's good. I'm gonna get it to the end of the month and I'm gonna be in the red, but there's the breaks, I guess. Okay, how is everybody doing? Everybody's pretty happy. That's actually kind of surprising. See, what I should do is hire these two surgeons, this guy and the next guy, and then train them up, and then I would have a surgery department, which would be great. But I don't have the cash, and I'm actually not in that much of a hurry. So I'm just gonna keep on trucking like I am. I'm gonna wait for the end of the year. I'm in December. I'll probably get like a bunch of money from awards and stuff from not killing anybody. And then I'll be in better shape. I can like pay off my loan. Oof, wow. I can pay off my loan, which I really need to do since I'm paying interest on that. Okay, a new cast remover. So that's the other thing. So the next time I've got somebody with fractured bones or broken bones or whatever it is, I will build one of those. Still researching your equipment. Alright, I've already cured everybody, which is great. I'll get like a bonus for curing everybody. Kidney beans! I don't have a operating theater. Oh, it's the end of the year. Okay. Future synthetic. Getting to the Hall of Fame. This is the Hall of Shame. I am I'm very much not the richest. That includes my loans that I took out. I got paid the most. I didn't have any deaths. I got a lot of cures. I had a decent number of visitors. I got a pretty good value. Oh, I got the best total value. Marvelous. Good reputation. Very clean. Good reputation. I pleased all my VIPs, and I didn't kill anybody. Kidney beans, send them home. Alright, what do we got? It's the beginning of a new year. New year, new doctors. Let's do this thing. That is it's a good person. I might hire like another janitor just because it looks like there's a good one there. Okay. Now that I've hired some people, let's fire some people. Bubble. She doesn't have a good of a... I've never figured out what the deal with attention to detail is. I don't... Does that mean that, like, they're... I mean, I guess that means they're more likely to overlook small details, but, like, what does that mean in game terms? I don't know.
Could people please try not to be sick in...
Generally speaking, it doesn't seem to matter, like, if you have somebody who's not very attentive, as long as, like, they've got a good ability or skill score, like, it doesn't seem to fucking matter.
Staff announcement. Incoming patients with sleeping.
Fractured bones. I've got money. I'm gonna build a fractured bones clinic, so I'm gonna get them to wait around in the hospital. I'm going to clinics. Fracture clinic. Yeah-da-da. Radiator on there. Go. Bonk. Bam. Fracture clinic. Those patients unlucky enough to have broken bones will go here. cast removal machine will use powerful industrial lasers to slice off any hardened cast, causing only a little agony to the patient. Fracture clinic requires a nurse. It also requires maintenance every so often. Must be a British thing. Okay. Yay, I saved some people. Let's take down my loan a little bit. Should I hire another nurse? I will hire another nurse. Why not? Oh, you thought you were going there, but you're not. I need to get to the point where I have enough doctors that I can lock them in their rooms and they never come out. Oh wow. I've got a bunch of money. Okay, how are you doing? Yeah, see, look at this. He is still not... No, he got up a little. It's a thing that, like, doctors who have multiple skills, like they're surgeons, psychiatrists, and researchers, they will learn slower. They will, like, progress on the ability level slower. Invisibility. Bitten by radioactive and invisible ants. Ants are drag because you can't really... You don't know when the invisible ant's gonna bite you. Oh. I think what I will do is I will hire a couple of budding surgeons, and I will start training them in expectation of being my operating theater surgeons later down the line. Oh shit. That's the problem. I kept fucking hitting the plus sign. God, I was like, how do I get all this? How do I get all this fucking money? Jesus. Fucking ridiculous. Alright, well.
Doctor needed in Slack Tongue Clinic. Nurse required in Fracture Clinic, please. Nurse required in Pharmacy. Nurse required in Fracture Clinic, please.
Oh, how are we doing on research? We are still researching things. Oh! Pure equipment is all done. I'm going to... let's actually...
Doctor needed in Slack Tongue Clinic.
So this new computer is just, it's just more research equipment. So it's like you can buy it and put it in the research department and research faster. But I don't really have a need for that right now, actually, so. And I'm actually thinking, I'm kind of oh wow, that guy's good. I'm kind of regretting that I built my research department so big because I really did not need... What is this?
Doctor required in GP's office.
Oh my god, did I seriously buy okay. Fucking... God. So dumb sometimes.
The VIP is
Currently visiting.
Nurse required in Fracture Clinic, please.
Christ.
Doctor required an inflator room.
I need some working, gosh. Oh, whoops. There we go. in the later levels, like the only doctors that you can hire after a certain point in the level are like really inexperienced junior doctors, so you have to like train absolutely every goddamn doctor, which is really a drag. It takes a lot of time. Oh, somebody.
Doctor needed in Slack Tom Clinic.
Yeah, fine. Looks like some folks are getting unhappy. Oh, hey, this guy's real unhappy. Damn. Jesus. Fucking. This pisses me off. These guys overwork themselves. And then they, like, they get really angry or whatever. And then they ask for raises. So the next thing I think I'm going to do is I'll buy this little area down here, and that'll be my kind of surgery wing. That wasn't what I wanted. Yeah. You guys are so... Oh, this guy's almost to consultant level, which is good. Queuing for reception? Seriously? What are these people doing? So I'm not sure what the deal is, but sometimes, like, people will start queuing up at reception, like, and it'll take a long time for them to get seen. And I seriously don't know why. But it can get to be a problem in some instances. So you can either, like, hire a second receptionist, or sometimes you can just, like, you can either pick up the receptionist, like take her away from the desk, and then that just clears the entire reception queue and everybody leaves, which is better than them, like, leaving in anger. Or you can just hire another receptionist, as I mentioned. So, oh, one of my doctors has become a consultant, and it's this guy. So I'm gonna put him in there. He's getting... okay, so he's not thrilled, but whatever. I'm just gonna start training all my doctors up to be consultants. That is the way to go. And everybody... Okay, how are we doing here? How are you doing? Ooh, that's not great. Okay, what's going on here? God, I really need some cash. What I need to do is build a second GP's office so that, like, I can avoid these kinds of pileups, since, like, people are, you know, they come in through the GP's office and they go out through the GP's office. And that means that it's a bottleneck. Yeah, this is wrecking some shit. Alright, what do we got here? Bam! Life hack. Yeah, I can do that. I've got a consultant psychiatrist.
Patients, have your credit cards ready?
Okay, so I'm going to keep my consultant psychiatrist in the staff room as long as I can. Okay, there they are. Slow the game down. Here's my consultant psychiatrist. He's not tired anymore. Alright, let's treat some emergency patients. I need another surgeon. Doctors will actually increase their skills as time wears on, like just on the job, which is good. Alright. But I don't want to like have really inexperienced surgeons. Oh boy. That's not great. I might need to hire a second receptionist, which is, I feel, is really done this early in the game, but whatever. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put you in there. Boy, I really gotta fucking get some shit in here. Alright, there we go.
Patient message, checkbooks required. Doctor needed in Slack Tongue Clinic. Doctor required an inflator room.
Yay. I did the thing. Alright. Okay, so I'll train up these two guys. I've got
Nurse required in
two
pharmacy.
surgeons in the making. And so as soon as I get those guys finished... Jesus. As soon as I get these guys finished training up, I will go ahead and build an operating theater, and we'll have, and then we'll have an operating theater, which is great. Your cast situation is very bad. Have you considered a loan?
Doctor, attending psychiatry, please.
Loans are what got me into this situation, honey. This is good. We're cranking through patients here. Oh, I should see how everybody's people are unhappy. God. Sometimes the cursor gets kind of stuck. Yeah, I'm still at 10,000 bucks. Jeez.
Doctor required an inflator room.
Yeah. God.
Doctor required in general diagnosis.
There's a point where you kind of solve all the problems, and then it's just like a matter of like waiting and making things more and more efficient until you like win the level. And as soon as I build an operating theater, I'll hit that point. You know, after the, uh-oh. Oh shit, I gotta build some more benches. It's no good to have people just... Oh! I heard a barf! Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this here, because I kind of want people to see it, and then maybe get sick too. Because vomit waves are fucking hilarious. There's this thing that happens that's like, somebody will barf, and then somebody else will see it, and they'll barf because the whole thing is disgusting. And then more people will see those barfs, and then they will barf, and you'll have like what's called a barf wave, which is fucking hilarious. Usually, like, I've got enough janitors that like it's not an issue, but yeah, it's not gonna happen here either. Yeah, sure, come on over. What I could do is I could build like, oh god, you need surgery or whatever. Yeah, that's fine, go away. Oh, hey. Oh, that guy wants a raise. Fine, whatever. Why are you so slow? Okay, bam.
Terminal patients.
Guess a raise put the spring in his step.
Doctor required an inflator room.
Once I've bought this
VIP
area right
the
here
building.
and built my operating theater, and I am going to kind of renovate. I'm going to move my ward over there as well, since the ward is kind of a support room for the operating theater, and then I'll just kind of rearrange this whole area, including building another GP's office so that I can reduce this bottleneck. But I don't have that much money right now. 3 on the whole shade. Still don't have very much money. Still don't have any deaths, which is pretty good at this point in the game. Alright, get some cash, get some reputation, get some cash, get some cash. Those are all very good things. Okay. I think you're currently employing too many nurses. Well, I think you should keep your opinions to yourself. Jeez. Okay. Alright. I've got 7,000 bucks. I'm gonna borrow. Jesus. Whoops. That's not what I want. Borrow some more money. I will go ahead. I don't have the cash to build the surgery, the operating theater right now. So what I'm just going to do is build my ward in anticipation.
Nurse required in pharmacy.
Jeez.
Doctor needed in Slack Tongue Clinic.
Okay. There are 9 people with uncommon cold. Even if I had like a really fucking good nurse, that's a lot of people to crank through, especially on the consultant level of difficulty, like with the time clock like ticking down pretty quickly, so I'm going to refuse to
Doctor
handle that
required in
one.
GP's office.
Okay. There we go. Let's... Okay. Alright. So, oh, my nurse disappeared. Oh, there she is. I think I'm still doing okay with the receptionist that I have, even though... Jeez, I don't know. Oop. Fucking go to the goddamn the chill room. Okay, I'm going to axe this room. And I'm going to axe this room too,
Patients
actually.
are asked not to vomit too much.
Yes. And then I'm going to build another GP's office, because I feel like that's a good idea. Okay, there we go. Okay. Bam. Now we're cooking. We got a second GP's office. crank through some of these patients. Send the patient home. Let's do 85. That seems reasonable. 85% surety. After you've researched all the cure equipment and the diagnosis equipment, there's nothing to do but just like improvements to drug research, improvements to like stuff, like your machinery and specialization, which I can't remember what that actually is. So,
Doctor, attending psychiatry, please.
all right, now we're cooking. Yeah, that's good. That's a reasonable queue. Okay. Oh my god, these assholes just fucking wandering around. I need to... What do I need to do? I think there's more diagnosis equipment. Oh yeah, look at all this shit. Fucking scanner, fucking cardiogram. Ugh, but I don't have any of this money. I could do... Let's do some stuff here. We got... I'm gonna move this guy over a little bit. Bonk. Boop. Boop. Skeletons. My skeleton. Psychiatric. Yeah, see, that leaves me only 3 spaces here, and that is not enough. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so that's like a weird, kind of like a weird amount of space there. Maybe I can just build... I want to build there. I want to build more... Oh, you know what I could do is I could just do this. Maybe... Part of the problem is my own... Whoops. Part of the problem is my own personal sense of aesthetics. Like, I just want things to have nice, you know, feng shui or whatever. And so I put things where I think they should be and not necessarily where it makes sense for them to be. To buy a drinks machine. Consultant just wandering around. Son of a bitch.
Doctor required an inflator room.
jeez, this guy's almost there. Fuck it. I don't need another surgeon, researcher, psychologist. That's ridiculous. Just need a surgeon.
Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Nurse.
Oh, I should check out. Oh.
Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please.
The thing about the diagnosis stuff is that it's actually not super useful. A lot of times you can just get by with like the basic diagnosis equipment, but later in the game when you get the more exotic diseases, you need the scanner and the X-ray, and then there's like ultrascan. Okay, so I'm at the point where I'm generating enough money that I don't have to worry about loans anymore, which is nice. I still have not had enough dough to build an operating theater. $50,000. Hooray. Oh, come on, fellas. Let's get this surgeon show on the road. The thing that kind of sucks is, like, eventually, like, decent doctors with decent skills start showing up in the hiring pool. So, like, you know, you'll hire this guy a long time ago, and he's been training for a long time, and then all of a sudden, you know, you've been training him to be like, okay, you're gonna be my surgeon, or whatever. And then, like, a guy just shows up with a really good skill level, and he's got the skill that you want, the, you know, surgery or psychiatry or whatever, and then you're just like, alright, well, I just wasted all that shit, wasted all that time and effort on that guy. I just want these two surgeons to get to consultant level so that I can build my operating theater and move on with my life. Oh! Look at that. There's a rat hole. I do not have the ability to deal with spare ribs because I don't have an operating theater. Sorry mom, sorry dad, sorry college. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, fine. God, I really gotta build an operating theater. Maybe what I should do is I should relocate my... I should relocate... Oh shit, I killed somebody. Where did they go? No, I don't want to kill somebody. Crap, I didn't even see him. That sucks. That means I won't get that, that cash at the end of the year. Poopies. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 10. 2, 3. Oh, see, I gotta build more diagnosis rooms.
Nurse required in ward. Doctor, attending psychiatry, please. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor required in GP's
One of my
office.
doctors is becoming a consultant. Okay, so that is... on my way to GP's office. Fuck you! Okay, so that's one of my surgeons. It is time to build an operating theater. Well, actually, as soon as this guy becomes a consultant. And then it will be time to build an operating theater. Whoa. Oh,
Nurse required in
Damn it.
pharmacy.
that was a waste of cash.
Doctor needed in Slack Tongue Clinic.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start... Okay, staff can't leave rooms now, so this guy is always going to be... Oh man, look at that guy. So this guy is always going to be my cardio doctor. This guy is always going to be my psychiatrist. This guy is not going to be that. That is going to be my guy. So... God, are you done yet? You fuck. Oh, I gotta borrow a bunch of cash.
GP's office.
Jeez. You know what? I guess I could have an operating theater because I've got the one guy who's a consultant and he knows everything. I should just do it. I should just. Fractured bones. Yes, I will go ahead and handle this. Gotta make sure that I've got a really good nurse there, which she's currently there, but that's okay. I'll just grab her when it's time.
Staff announcement. Incoming patients with fractured bones. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please.
Okay. Worst case scenario if the, yeah, okay, so this guy needs a little service, but that's okay. There you go, that's what happens when somebody gets cured of fractured bones. I feel like I could do that job. Let's do this thing. It's time for an operating theater. Nope. Whoa, man, I'm almost off the wall of shame. Still doing pretty good in relation to deaths. I'm somehow the richest, probably because of all the awards and stuff. Best reputation, good cures to death ratio, clean hospital, very clean hospital. Good reputation. Okay.
Nurse required in pharmacy.
God. Ooh. That guy liked me.
Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office.
Okay, did we cure everybody? Yes.
Maintenance required in hair restorer.
I don't have a hair restorer. Hooray, I cured everybody. Alright. I could build like a little, I could build a little GP's office right here if I wanted to really crank through folks, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just... Fuck. I'll just do this. This will be the ward and operating theater wing, and I'll like expand the ward so that I don't feel like the feng shui is thrown off or whatever. Okay. Okay, got myself an operating theater.
2 surgeons required in operating theatre.
Yep.
2 surgeons required in operating theatre.
Consultant, researcher, surgeon.
Doctor needed in Slack Tongue Clinic.
Woo, you're a consultant now. You'll be a consultant soon. Right, expand that. Whoops. Alright. I'll just put it right in the middle of the room. That's fine, you know. There we go, alright. That seems good. Go ahead and put one of these drinks machines in here, even though no one will ever buy anything. Bam. Okay, and now is the time when I just sit back and make a shitload of money. Let's see. Oh, I still need to buy some more shit for my hospital. So I think what I will do is maybe... What am I gonna do? I'm going to... Oh, somebody wants to... Oh, whatever, that's fine. If I hired somebody at a very low skill level and they didn't have like surgery or psychiatry or whatever, and then I train them up,
Patients are asked not to vomit too much.
they will eventually get angry with me because I'm not paying them nearly enough. And I mean, in their defense, they're being completely reasonable, but... Okay.
Staff announcement. Incoming patient.
Okay, so what I could do... You know what, I'm gonna buy this little segment of land. God, what do you want? See, that guy wanted like a raise of $201. Because he probably was like... It's probably that guy. He was probably like a really unskilled guy who I hired at a very
Nurse required
low
in
level.
ward.
I'm going to move all my clinics into this room. So that I can use my main hospital area for diagnosis. Go ahead and... Yes, I really do. Clinics.
Little morning.
Get out of there. What do we got? Yay. I cured a bunch of people. That's great.
Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please.
I think that, like, the programmers specifically put this wing of the hospital in just for clinics and stuff, because if you look at this thing, it's long, it's small, you know. It seems like it just fits a whole bunch of clinics. And then I can, like, put... What else can I put in here? Let's get rid of this clinic. Damn it. There we go.
Doctor required an inflator room.
Sure, whatever. Just rake me over the coals. Don't I take care of you? Okay. Actually, having a GP's office in here would be a pretty good idea.
Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please.
That way folks can go through, you know, the cure process, and then it can immediately go to the GP. Alright, so I think I'm basically done here. Yeah, I've done all the stuff I need to do. I'm just waiting to win at this point, so that'll either be in a month or two or at the end of the year. How are we doing? Whoa. Oh, she's just like... Bam. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I should have at least 11 doctors, and I have 12. That's good. I probably could have less doctors, but that's fine.
Nurse required in pharmacy.
I need...
Doctor required in GP's office.
Okay.
Nurse required in fracture clinic, please.
Let's build a staff room. Nice big staff room right at the end of the hall here. Lovely, splendid, yes. I don't know why I really need 2 sofas, but I do. There we are. Lovely, splendid. Okay. Okay. This is the problem with the fucking operating theater is like somebody's always leaving. Like, we got this guy who's fresh and this guy who is just ready to fucking check out. This guy right here. He's gonna get real tired and then like... Yep, it doesn't matter though because I won the level. Dear Future Sin, marvelous, you've handled the running of this hospital superbly. Us bigwigs at the Ministry of Health would like to know if you'd be interested in taking on a larger project. There's a job we think you'd be perfect for. The salary would be $20,821. Give it some thought. Are you interested in a job at Simpleton Hospital? Why, yes, I am. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Busy hospital dealing with a wide variety of cases. Your doctors are all fresh from med school, so it's going to be vital to build a training room and train them to acceptable levels. You only have 3 consultants to help teach your inexperienced staff, so keep them happy. Note too that the hospital's foundations straddle the San Android geological fault. There's the ever-present risk of earthquakes. They will cause significant damage to your machines and disrupt the smooth running of your hospital. Get your reputation up to the 400 mark and bank a cool $50,000 to succeed. Also cure 200 patients. I think I'm going to do that next time. These levels kind of take a long time, and I think that I've relaxed with Theme Hospital enough, so I want to thank everybody for watching. I've been Future Synthetic, your game master for this particular run through Theme Hospital. I will probably be back at some point this weekend playing 2 Point Hospital, which is the spiritual successor to Theme Hospital. And I'm really excited about it, even though I haven't spent a lot of time with it yet. So anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So, Bye.